No, right outside. You gotta turn up. You gotta bring that energy.
The loudest one is the weakest one. I tell you. Let's get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole tree solid, everybody on board. Said it won't smoke, then this shit they can't afford. These niggas sweet, no can I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, that fall, no, you don't make me do it. Everybody niggas taking your city on guard. Look, I got something for all you haters. Dumb thinking and sweet, get all the flavors. You niggas suckers like you candy coated. Wreck the 40, let it blame reloaded. Couple sticks on me, thinking dynamite from that damn explosion. Look, homie, all I'm saying, you better chill. You think you got the game, you ain't even in the field. You said you press the shot, you ain't even gonna write a will. I gotta leave and make bail before you kill. I'm war ready, heavy artillery like a bando. Who straight ammo, feeling fresh like a
Down a little bit.
got a flex lot of ammo.
Probably like too
Big
high.
blade, fake like I'm Rambo. Shit, I make rappers gon' rip that hook up. I walk up on real time with my hood up. See your ass under with a ladder, it ain't good
That's the lowest
luck.
it'll go, cause the tripod. Say it again. That's the lowest it'll go. Oh, okay. We live, right? Okay.
You candy coated. Wreck a 40, let it blame reloaded. Couple sticks on me, thinking dynamite from that damn explosion. Look, homie, all I'm saying, you better chill. You think you got the game, you ain't even in the field. You said you press the tie, you ain't even gonna write a will. I gotta leave and make bail before you kill. I'm war ready, heavy artillery like a bando. Who straight ammo, feeling fresh out the bando. I'm one flex, got a vest out of ammo. Big blade, fake paint like I'm Rambo. Shit, I make rappers gon' rip their hook up. I walk up on you real time with my hood up. See your ass under with a ladder, it ain't good luck. Let's get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole tree solid, everybody on board. Said they won't smoke, then this shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no can I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't tripping, I'm good. One call, that fall, no, you don't make me do it. Everybody niggas taking your city on guard. Wait a minute. Let me take my pockets. How you go to work? Bitch, I'm right back. Get my bag. About to go berserk. Oh, that nigga left me a home. Tell him go to search. Say that they got legs. Okay, yes, I gotta get it first. It's super hurt. I'm on fire. Let it burn a bit. Fuck a hoe. Cut that bitch off like a turning jam up. Nip top. Then I put him on the bed. Everything I drop. Heavy little nigga. Watch it. Hey. He ain't one west, he a fake. I'm on the fifth to be dead. We made him alive. I ain't worried about it. I'm strapped down, pointing like an hamstring. Just touchdown, finna fly down, take the drop. Kick down, gonna be very hard to stand loud. Bitch, we outside, so you know you can't stand there. Said if I go down for this shit, I told him, hell yes. Get it, I got it, I'm ready, my lord. Whole tree solid, everybody on board. Said they won't smoke, then this shit they can't afford. These niggas weak, no can I go hard. And I know these niggas mad, I ain't sure that I'm good. Close the door. Don't make me do it. Everybody niggas taking your city on guard. You know, if you wasn't my brother, I'd kill you. You know that. I'd blow your motherfucking brains out.
Yeah, clap it up, man. Clap it up. And that was Captain War, Captain Makai. What's the song called? Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them, man. God damn. Sheesh. That was heat, man. One West Radio. We in the motherfucking building, man. I got Captain Corporal Mowago, Officer Tabawan, Officer Karaz's out, man. Get him a hand. You did? Shit. You know what I'm saying? Newest addition to the team, bro. Officer Malak, man. You feel me? Rocking on the ones and twos, you hear me? About to go into a few things, man. Yeah, man, we got the squad back together.
Damn.
You know what I mean? The band is back.
We in full force.
We in full force, full fledged, man. We about to go over a few things, man. Man, before we get into the topic, man, let's switch it. Let's turn it, man. Can we cue that video up, man? There's a video, man. It went out this week. And there's another story too. It's a video. Y'all seen that video with that sister that slapped her little baby?
Nah.
Over her dad.
Yes.
Damn.
Okay, listen.
Oh, wait.
She said, "This is." Let's play the video. Did you get the video actually when she's slapping her?
Sir,
I
I found a
know.
news story though.
Nah, ain't no sweat. There's a video where she literally slaps the baby. Like slaps the baby. The baby is laying there on her stomach, and she said, "Well, your daddy don't want to answer the phone. Your daddy want to answer." Slap the baby in the face. The baby start crying. Yeah, I fucking hate you. Hits the baby again off camera. You feel me?
If I said so, she was
Yeah.
also like she was like, "Oh, your daddy can post, but he can't answer the phone." And kept hitting the baby. I had to turn the video off because it just enraged me.
Look,
You know what I'm
look.
saying?
She's 23 years old from Florida, right? 23 years old from Florida, right? And they said the whole reason why she mad, and which is this is crazy. This is how I know black women. Listen, you hate your children, straight up.
Right.
They don't like a lot of listen, you hate that child, man. Like the brother had another woman. Just to let you know.
Oh, that's the joint that I seen it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I don't know if he was dating more than one woman or not. He had another woman. That was the point.
Yeah,
And she's angry at him having another woman and takes it out on the 1-year-old baby.
Because it's his seed.
This is it. And tells the baby she hates him.
because she really hates him.
Yeah. Read that story, Malak. You want to say something about one?
No, that's scriptural. You know what I mean? Thine eye shall be evil towards thy husband, and I believe of the your child too.
Yeah, I mean, like, man, it's to think that like we live in a day and age, and that's okay. And what saddens me is I guarantee you, there's wicked women out there like you don't know what she's going through.
Oh yeah.
Oh, fuck.
That's the part that sickens me. That there's going to be a defense for such a offense against a child.
A heinous crime.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people are going to try to jump to her fence. Maybe she needs help. Maybe she's suffering from mental health issues. It's like they're going to try to fall back to making less in that situation when she should be thrown in fucking jail.
Well, let's let her suffer her mental health issues in prison.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let
Listen,
her suffer that there.
Listen, they have straight jackets for you too.
And let me tell you something, man. Like you see that precept in Job, that one where it said that even the
mother
yeah,
goes.
the ostrich. Give me that one. There's something to be said about this, man. There's two things. That's in Job. I mean, Job. There's two things, right? Brothers, you got to pick a better woman, man. You got to pick a better woman for that child, because especially if you know this woman's going to drive you out of the relationship. At least pick a woman that's not going to harm your kids because she's angry with you. You understand? Pick a better woman. But the second part is, man, these sisters, listen, and there's some excellent mothers out there, but most women, for sure, they think they're good mothers, and they're not.
Mm-hmm.
They're horrible mothers. And why can I say that? Because look at the community right now.
Right.
Look at the black community right now without fathers in your house and without the proper education of parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the product of the community. Which we're going to talk about today as well. Look what's going on. You got that?
Okay.
Read that for me, Bobby. Sure.
Oh, you want it from the top or straight to the point?
Nah, give me from the top.
Okay.
This is Job chapter 39, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
39, verse 13. Gavest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks?
Right, like the peacock this is the Lord. The Lord gave a peacock a beautiful wing. You see the peacock?
Man.
They got a beautiful feathers, right? It's beautiful that they flex on you too.
Yeah, they do.
They walk by and they flex and they show that they got the beautiful things. The Lord did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Or wings and feathers unto the ostrich?
And wings and feathers unto an ostrich. An ostrich runs what, 60 miles per hour?
I think 80.
80 miles per hour.
Gosh.
and can I think get off the ground a little bit?
You said an ostrich?
An ostrich. I don't think they can fly, but they can get off the
No, they're a
ground.
flightless bird, but they definitely is tough and fast.
Yeah, and they kick like a damn near like a horse.
Oh, stronger than a
You
horse.
know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Which leaveth her eggs in the earth and warmeth them in the dust.
The ostrich listen, when an ostrich gives birth, they put their egg in the dirt and they kick their feet.
Yeah, like
Yeah, they kick their feet after over the egg. Go ahead.
And forget it.
Meaning what? They don't give a damn about
They
the
can't.
egg. Because they can crush the egg.
kind of a
You know
kind.
what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And forget it that the foot may crush them,
Mm-hmm.
or that the wild beast may break them.
You understand?
She is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear.
That's what the Lord said about you, man. you are hardened against your young ones as if they were not your own children. That's you. And this sister that slapped that baby, now she she put herself on camera slapping the baby.
It's crazy.
And that's the Lord compare you to an ostrich in the wild. And why you think we call you beast and monster? Because you is. An ostrich is a monster. I don't know if y'all think that. That is a monster bird, man.
No, real talk.
Go ahead.
That's
it?
on it.
It says, she is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear.
Her labor is in vain without fear. That labor, like women be in labor for what? More than 24 hours sometimes, right? You know what I'm saying? More than 10 plus hours for sure. And that is in vain. It's in vain because this baby's gonna be a damn, curse to her in her mind.
Right.
And not a blessing.
And you would think, sir, like with all of that strain and stress you had to go through to deliver a baby and all the bleeding and all the pain that you went through, you would somewhere in your mind would make a sane person go, all this that I went through, what came of it, I should take as a precious thing. Because I deserved this now. Because I came through and I made it happen. For you now to just throw it away like it's nothing. It's a sad mind state that these women live in, man.
Any more?
That's it on that, sir.
Can you read the story of Malakma? Read it loud.
No, Khan. This is from Fox 35 Orlando. Disturbing online video shows Florida woman slapping baby in the face, police say. Sanford, Florida, a video posted on social media allegedly showing a baby being slapped in the face has landed a Central Florida woman behind bars, according to Sanford police.
That's it?
Now, Taya Posley, 23, is facing a charge of cruelty toward child abuse. The report states that the video shows, according to the arrest report from Sanford police, officers were notified on Tuesday about a disturbing video making the rounds on social media, which showed a woman hitting an infant. The report states that the video shows Taya yelling and pointing at someone, presumably the infant, and Posley is heard saying, "Your daddy wants to post shit, right? He wants to effing post shit and not answer to the goddamn phone. I hate your ass," while slapping the 1-year-old child on what appears to be the face and back. Police say that they were told that the abuse had been ongoing for 1 year. Law enforcement say they identified the woman in the video as Posley and did a well-being check at the home in Windchase Apartments complex.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Like on so many levels. And don't try to that makes me angry, but in the same breath, she better not try to claim crazy because she posted it. She was saying enough to post the video for a reaction. Salakia, go ahead. Oh, that was it.
I was gonna say, sir, if I could, it's just like majority of the blame goes to the mother, obviously, but partial blame goes to the father as well. You see what I'm saying? Because he should have had enough care. If this has been going on for a year, he should have had enough care to go get your baby. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, also to be more wise in the woman that you're dealing with. This woman is crazy. This woman has showed you some nut. Like that wasn't her doing that. She had to threaten that baby before and saying, "I don't give a damn about your child, so I'm gonna leave her ass somewhere. Or I'm gonna do this and this and that." And you being negligent to that fact allowed your baby to be caused harm to her. Is it a girl or a boy? It's a girl. Like now you got your little daughter, the little princess, growing up damaged. Like what I'm saying? You're not giving out goodly, not breeding a goodly sister into the world. You bringing out damaged material where that's like an I'm comparing sister material. A damaged sister into the world, and it's not gonna do nothing but cause harm to her in the long run. Now like we say, the saying, hurt people hurt people. Now she's most likely gonna go around trying to hurt the next person or hurt the next, human being, Lord forbid. But you know what I'm saying? Like majority of the blame obviously goes to the mom, and she got some screws loose, obviously. But partial of the blame goes to the father as well being so negligent to the fact and sleeping with this crazy ass broad. You know what I mean?
No, that's so facts. And then like this is why the Bible is such a beautiful thing when you think about the precept in Ecclesiasticus. I'm gonna read it real quick. Like this is why we say that you have answers to the Bible. Everything Cap, Karadazar, Tabawan was bringing out was so excellent. I'm gonna read this to us, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter 7, verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Saying what? If you got a wife in mind, a woman you interested in, you looking into, forsake her not. You know what I mean? But it says, but give not thyself over to a light woman. You know what I mean? What does that mean to not give yourself over to a light woman? You knew this sister had problems from the jump, but most brothers and most sisters, you know what I mean, they're gullible to the nature, you know what I mean? And when I say nature, the things that, you know, appeal in the moment. Oh, she got a big behind and big breasts. She's real pretty, but she's really a monster. Like, yeah, that's all good on surface, but internally, these are the reasons why you have these problems. Because you got a woman that's not developed, that's not strong mentally, that doesn't have the proper guidance of what it means to be a mother, truly didn't want to be a mother. She truly still wants to be out here getting it up, busting it open for the gram. She still wants to be relevant in social media. But you know what I mean? This is what we're dealing with. When you go and let children, you know what I mean, have children. Children having children hurt children. You know what I mean? And this is why you cannot give yourself onto a light woman, man. Vet these women. Vet these women and make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into. Vice versa. Vet these brothers. Don't just let any type of man come unto you. You know what I mean? Find a strong man, a man that's going to guide you, give you stability, give you discipline that you need so we can create a stronger generation. Like the brother was saying, this is going to be the next generation of another problem because all this baby and all these kids are going to know is being beat and abused and dealt with in all different type of manners of destruction. And all they're going to want to do is then go out and destroy. Why? Because that's all they know is to destroy.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like you, sir. That was it on my end.
Solid. I mean,
I think that, I mean, you know, everything that was brought out was heavy. But to me, like the grand scheme of things or the bigger picture is that this has been an ongoing issue in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community where bitter women find situations to be bitter over and take it out on the children. They take it out on the children. They leave the children in the car in the dead ass heat. They'll leave the children with their grandmother and be gone for 3, 4, 5 days and don't even call to check up on the kids, all because the hatred that they have for the father of their children. And in the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian community, this is an ongoing issue. Like 20 years ago, we didn't have Instagram and stories to share on your Facebook, to where these monsters are going to the extreme of not only, you know, saying that they're going to do something. Before it was just, you know, they'll hang up on you, you know, back in the day, they hang up on you. You ain't going to good luck trying to get in contact with your daughter, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, I'm going to slap her on live. And to that woman and to any woman that does that, you're an evil bitch, Salakia.
Right.
You're an evil, Salakia, excuse my vulgarity, but I feel it's necessary because that's what you are. And the Lord going to deal with every woman like so, Salakia.
No, that's facts, man. And listen, go ahead. What was you going to say?
I found the video. Play that video. Go ahead.
So like, yeah, sir, I was gonna say that I've seen the video, and you can see in the baby's face, like,
man,
that baby was when a toddler's defending itself, it's used to that type of torture. Like,
At 1 year
she
old.
was consistent with it, like, and then you could tell like she was so used to it to the point where she recorded it just for the daddy to see it this time.
Yeah.
I
would have slapped fire out that woman. For defending that child.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It would have been, I would have slapped fire out of her. No.
If in the situation.
It's like I would have slapped fire out of her. Straight up. You know what I mean? And I think it's been absolutely necessary to.
Her head
Oh.
went through a wall.
Yeah, straight up. But not what Tabawan said was so right. Remember a couple, I think we talked about it on this show. Remember that sister that went out on a birthday to a party
for 7 days.
for 7 days.
Oh,
Came back to her
man.
baby's dead. Remember that?
And then they got the woman that threw her baby just in the trash can.
Oh yeah.
Like, God damn.
What's up, Bob?
Like I was gonna say too, like in like regards to this situation, the recent sister who committed suicide because she didn't want to raise the kids alone. Like she was just like in so much of a, I don't even know what to call it, but she was just like she crashed her car just to commit suicide because she couldn't get in contact with her daddy and just felt like she didn't want to live no more.
Play the video. Art.
Oh, concert.
Answer the phone. I hate your ass.
Yeah,
Bueno,
play
lo
it
que
again. You gotta
acaba
play
de
like
ver
3-4
es un
times. It's
video
real
que
quick.
muestra a un
I didn't want to post shit, right? You want to shit and I answer the phone. I hate your ass.
All right, I'm done with that.
That shit is, man, it should make you sick to your stomach.
I'm just saying, like, be careful who you pick, man. Be careful who you pick as a woman, man. You're not ready to have a baby, you don't have no damn baby. Now, baby's gonna do some things to you, but a baby should never make you feel like I'm going to slap you because someone else made me angry. You know what I mean? I pop my children all the time. They deserve it because they little badass kids. But I don't pop them because I'm mad at their mother. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
like, I
there's a
don't
difference
pop them
between
because she ain't answering the phone.
That's called correction. What we doing?
Yeah, you know what I mean? But damn. Go ahead.
Like it's like that scene in what is it, Boys in the Hood, right? Where those boys mom tells them you ain't gonna be shit, just like your daddy. Like straight up, like the hatred that the sister's showing towards him is the hatred for her father.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead. Art. Yeah.
And I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm sure she's a Christian. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, what you said was so right. I was gonna say that. Like, let's not forget where the real blame lies. The real blame lies on that Christian church. And how do we make the what's that word called?
How do you correlate the
How
two?
do we correlate that? Because there's a Christian church in damn near every black street in America.
Right.
And they're the reason why that these type of behaviors is allowed.
Mhm.
Because we're not allowed to correct a woman in our way, right? We're not allowed to talk about a woman in the black community, talk about a Hispanic woman because we the ones that's horrible. Well, if you get to correct your woman, if someone can chastise a woman, good Lord, we can't chastise women. You know what I'm saying?
You become a monster. You're evil for chastising a woman.
Man, listen.
You're not human.
Listen, man. Commander Johanna teaches us how to chastise not only men but women as well.
Damn right.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? Everyone is treated equally in here
It's like
as
it's
far as when it comes to chastising.
all equal under the law.
You understand? So, but real quick, there was another story too. We don't got to pull it, but this sister who was another sister, 25-year-old, had 2 of her children driving 91 miles per hour on the freeway and did not buckle they were laying on the damn seat. Like, she got pulled over, reckless driving, speeding, and she told the officer she didn't want to buckle them up because they were asleep. But she going 91 miles per hour. Like, y'all, like, listen, the Lord said he deprived y'all of wisdom. I see every day that y'all deprived of wisdom. You know what I mean? Y'all can't make good decisions.
It's like it. So that's so heavy. And it says in that precept, clamorous. Because the way she was running her mouth was a perfect example of being clamorous, angry, talk too much, just everything about the way that this Christian church has destroyed our women. You sisters should want to run into the truth because your life is in jeopardy, man. It's like it's so in jeopardy, and man, I don't even. It angers me, sir. It absolutely angers me to know that our kids, like, you might just get that baby to us. We'll show you what to do with the baby.
We'll give it to some mother that would love to raise a child and never hurt him. You know what I mean? Like, we got women in here that would love to raise a child that you raise a child better than you ever could. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can't wait to have a child to love and take care of. And you over here whooping the child's ass because he with another woman. He with a better woman than you. Just know that. He left you because he was a better woman, better than your crazy ass. He was a nut. He said, man, he sacrificed having that child. He said, man, I'll probably never see that child again. I got to have a child with a better woman because that woman is crazy.
Facts.
And now he might go get the baby now because the baby's in CPS now.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe the father can go get the baby now.
Man.
And that was the Lord. The Lord looking out for him.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right. Let's move on. Y'all want to get into these topics? Y'all want to bring something out? Y'all want to? Anything random?
Nah, not at the moment.
Let's get into these topics, man. We're gonna get into a few things, man. What was our first thing on the line?
Where was we at?
Let's get to peer pressure. Peer pressure. What is peer pressure? Somebody tell me. Somebody look it up. Peer pressure. And this is something you might deal with when you first coming into the truth too. It's peer pressure, right? But the thing about peer pressure is peer pressure goes both ways. Y'all understand this, right? Look up peer pressure for me, Baba Gashar, and read it for me out loud.
You got it? I got it right here if you need it. Oh, okay.
You got it?
It's right here.
Read it.
Peer pressure. The influence from members of one's peer group.
Mm-hmm. The influence of one more time.
The influence from members of one's peer group.
Right. You know the number one story of peer pressure in the Bible. Anybody know?
Peer pressure.
Yeah.
Peer pressure. Number one story. Shit, maybe Eve.
Joseph?
Adam and Eve.
Adam and Eve is the number one.
Yeah.
Peer pressure. Listen, Adam and Eve is the number one peer pressure story in the Bible. What was the pressure they was under? To be like their peers.
Yeah.
Their peers are the nations that live around them.
To know good and evil.
You understand? So the pressure was to know the knowledge, right? To know good and evil, to understand what things are, and to find out what it'd be like to sin. You feel what I'm saying? One second. They find out what it feels like to sin because it was living right. Remember that, right? It was living correct. But the pressure came when he came to him and said, "Listen, you don't need to die. You don't mean you're gonna die. You know what I mean? You're just gonna know what not to do and what to do and how to do this and how to do that." And they got peer pressure into sinning. You understand? And this is what I would tell you to combat peer pressure, right? To combat peer pressure that makes you sin. You have to combat peer pressure to make you not sin.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So what would you do to a person? How would you peer pressure someone to not sin? Anybody know? How would you? Yeah, if someone's peer pressuring you to sin, how would you peer pressure a person not to sin?
I would. Oh, Slaggy, you want the answer?
Go ahead, Nelson.
So like you would give them the consequences of what's going to happen if they do what they're not supposed to do.
Nah, not consequences.
For me, I would first let them know I stand on my morals, and you know what I mean. And I would address that I'm not easily influenced.
No, it's not you. It's not you. It's saying someone in the middle. Someone's in the middle, right? It's me. I'm in the middle. You're peer pressuring me to do what's right. He's peer pressuring me to do what's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Lie.
Like, so whatever the pressure is, right?
Mhm.
So let's say someone's smoking weed.
Yeah.
You got some cat smoking weed,
Mhm.
some cat in the middle, and it's you.
Yeah.
You gotta not smoke the weed. So someone has to see you not smoke the weed or do the sin.
Right.
So there's one cat sinning, and there's one cat that's not sinning. The cat in the middle, he's gonna have to make that decision whether he's gonna smoke that weed or he's not gonna smoke that weed.
Yeah, that's it. You know what I mean? There's gonna be a person that has to tell you that he's good. You know, other people are telling you that do this.
Mm-hmm.
The other person says don't do this, right?
Yeah.
So you have someone has to be louder than the other one.
Yeah.
The problem is the people that want you to do evil are always louder than the people
you.
that want to do good.
Oh, you know what? Slaggy, sir, I know. Yeah, because you know what? Even coming in here, the way to battle peer pressure is to make the thing that you are about louder than the other thing that did. That's how you fight demons too.
Right. The number one the thing you need to know is this is what you got to show. Whose God is stronger? You get what I'm saying? Whose God is stronger? Is my God stronger or your God stronger?
Mine is stronger.
That one, you want to say something?
No, that's perfectly good.
I thought you when you tap them, you like have a point or something.
Oh,
Grasso, you want to say something?
Nah, I said no.
You know what I mean? So like, you want to combat peer pressure. That's how you do it. Like, you got to look at a situation and you got to care about something more than someone else cares about it. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people want you to do what they do so they can be low with you. You know the term "misery loves company."
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So like to be low with someone is to make them be low with you.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? To make them bring them down so they can be down instead of someone going against it. And peer pressure is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like now we grown now, but I remember being a child. Oh my goodness.
It was like second nature.
Yeah, it was like you couldn't even withstand anything.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like it was like you feel crushed.
And then you feel like you're saying, like you feel like you're out of the loop. if you don't do it. And then you could also get clowned about it. You know what I mean? Then there's the ridicule that comes with it. It's, you know, the talking about y'all, he ain't this, he ain't that, or you ain't with us. And you sitting there thinking like, but I am with y'all. I just don't want to do that.
Like there's this thing. I hear in rap music all the time, not to cut you off.
No, you good, sir.
In rap music, I hear all the time, like, everyone around me got a body. If you hanging around me, you got a body. So imagine the first person to kill somebody. Then there was a second person to kill somebody. Now you really can't hang around unless you kill somebody. God
And
damn.
that's regular, like that's
you
regular.
imagine that person?
That's crazy.
If I could say, and it's also different kinds of peer pressure too. Some people just like, you know, they like make you feel bad for not doing it, and some people like, you know, they scorn you into doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like they make fun of, or not necessarily make fun of you. Yeah, they make fun of you into doing what you want to do, or emasculate you, or make you feel less than, and it makes you want to be what they are. You know what I'm saying? And it pressures you into doing the thing. Like some people, like how you said about catching a body, they're gonna scorn that person that's around them that don't got nobody, or laugh them to scorn to where them dudes like, you know what? Or emasculate them as well, make him feel like he's less than a man, to be like, you know what? I'm gonna give me a body because that's what real niggas do. That's what men do. And then they end up doing it.
And that's why it's so important to let you, like, it's always good to know, especially someone younger, right? Or even yourself, like man, it's so okay to be who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be like somebody else. Being yourself, and you know what's right too. That's the cool part. You know what's right. Like, there's a thing in you that, like, I remember when I first ever smoked something in the world, I knew what I was doing was wrong. I knew this was against everything that I thought growing up and smoking. But when I did it, I knew, oh, this is wrong. I knew it. I just knew it was smoking.
No, yeah, but
I did it.
But it was about feeding the flesh. It was like, but I'm you've accepted this.
It was like, this is what niggas do. Like, that was the code. Like, niggas get high.
Con.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm a nigga.
Like,
So
remember what
I'm-
Fox said? Fox said that. He was like, I'm gonna listen to music loud because that's what niggas do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink this 40 because that's what niggas do. I'm gonna smoke this because that's what niggas do. Like, and like in the society, you feel like, yeah, I'm a nigga and I have to do this because this is just a part of nigga life.
Damn, that's funny. That's one of my favorite Tupac songs too. Cause nigga, I'm an N-I-G-G-A. I'm a smoke weed and do that. That's what he was saying the whole time. But this is how you combat it though.
But that ain't Tupac though.
Huh?
But Tupac got peer pressure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, his whole fight in Vegas was peer pressure.
Yeah, his
because
lifestyle.
his peers was gangsters and he was not a gangster.
Yeah, his lifestyle was peer pressure. He was an art student.
Right.
Like 2 years prior, he was sitting there in class with looking like a straight SpongeBob. Sodomite.
Yeah.
To turn around and got gangster all of a sudden. You know what I mean? And that's the influence of where he came. Like, but to combat the peer pressure, because now you're realizing the evilness of peer pressure, you got to look at the bigger picture. And coming into just you as a man, you as a sister, and just into the truth, which is the most important thing. You have to learn how to be uncomfortable. That's really boils down to. A lot of the problems come with your peer pressure is you rather comfort than uncomfort. So if you could just learn to accept uncomfortableness, you'll realize how easy it is to stand on your own 2 feet. But the problem is you want to bend and you want to be susceptible to everybody else. You want to be likable. You want people to care what they think about you.
Being likable is very important when you're a kid, though.
Man, it is.
You know what I'm saying?
And it hurt. And listen, you can't have your feelings hurt as a kid, as a teenager. That's the worst thing on the planet Earth, is to feel like an outcast. But you have to realize it's the one thing that will save your life. Because being like everybody else is the thing that gets you destroyed with everybody else. This is why, even in the age-old saying we grew up, if your friends jump off the bridge, you gonna jump off the bridge too?
I remember niggas be like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but that was a real lesson of not accepting and running into peer pressure. But most of us ran and jumped off that bridge because it's my homie. This is my best friend. This is my girl. Man, listen, the road to hell was paved with good intentions, man.
I remember, like, I forget to tell the story, man. I remember
Please.
being 11 years old, bro.
Please, sir.
11 years old. I was like a 5th grade or something, 5th or 6th grade. And with my friends. And like, I had badass friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like I came from a cool crib. Like, you know, I was straight. My friends was bad, poor, badass niggas, right?
I know it.
So I hung out with them. It was like, oh, we can get on the bus. I was like, damn, we get on the bus. Like, you usually walk everywhere, bike everywhere. I'm like, we get on the bus. That's crazy.
Like,
So we get on the bus. I'm like, I'm just follow them. They go into the bus. We go to the mall. I'm like, okay, we in the mall. We don't have any money. I don't have any money. I got like $5. You know what I'm saying?
That's some real boys in the hood shit.
Like, so they go into the
go to the store anyway.
store, yeah. They go into the spot where you remember the Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Oh yeah.
They went to the spot, stole a whole box of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and everyone's stealing. Everybody's stealing and running. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I'm not stealing. Hell nah. But I'm like, I want to be a part of it, so I think like I stole. I put my hand under my shirt and I started running out and shit. And like and the security catch me. I'm like, I don't got nothing. Like, but I get out and I'm acting like, damn, I lost mine.
Trying to fit in.
I remember that. They're like, damn, you did it. I was like, yeah, but I had to throw it. Like,
he got
just
me.
lying because you want to fit in, bro.
You didn't want to feel like you was outcast.
See, that was crazy. Like the peer pressure to do that to you. You gotta be around strong individuals.
And
you can't be around a weak individual.
So like you.
Go ahead. I knew you was.
I know y'all been on that end, but like, is there okay? Correct me if I'm wrong. If I may, I feel righteous peer pressure.
Yeah, that's
I
what
feel
we're
like,
talking about.
you know what I mean? Like, I understand the left hand side of things, you know, the negative, but like when I'm around, you know, like for example, like Cab Gadar, Captain Kwam, Karatazai, like brothers who Malakma, Lahab, Natazak, and you know, everyone in this room and all the brothers in the UPK, of course. I see y'all motivated and zealous, going to camp, teaching class, being involved. That makes me like, damn.
Nah.
I need to, you know what I'm saying? I need to be involved like them.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
So you're not involved. I want to know who the hell you around.
No, real talk. What you say?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
if you're not in, okay, like it's one thing. Okay, mind you, we in the UPK, and you're an active member in the UPK. But then there's maybe some cats maybe not so active. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are y'all going through? Get help.
No.
Talk to a brother because you need to be like that, zealous, and you need to feel the pressure. Like, listen, pressure is put on brothers in the school every single day. That's how you make a man.
No, real talk.
Pressure. You feel what I mean? Like, I feel the pressure. I always feel the pressure. And I know brothers under me always feel the pressure. Pressure it just refines you.
That's
You know what I'm
facts.
saying? Go ahead.
It's like I said, if I could, because it's like for a brother that's, let's say, so to speak, that's, if I could just the two sides of it, right? You got the, like how Trouble was saying, the left hand side with the brothers that's doing the wrong, like, you know how many people being peer pressured into gang banging, into being a prostitute, into being everything wrong, and then now you got the brothers being peer pressured into doing the right thing and being righteous. It's like, even like, let's say a brother going through that, you know, like a little something like, dang, okay, I ain't been as active, or I haven't been this and that. He's able to be like, you know what? He puts that own pressure on himself to be like, you know, like, goddamn, I feel bad for not being that. Even though nobody's not saying nothing to me, I feel bad for myself. My self-standard, this kind of goes into what I want to bring up too. My self-standard of who or how the standard that I carry for myself, I'm not living up to, you know what I'm saying, at all. You know what I'm saying? That's what part of what I want to talk about is standing firm on who you say you're gonna be, and being firm on, and being unmovable, regardless of if somebody's trying to pull you to the left hand side or to the right hand side. You know what I'm saying?
If I may,
it's like the right hand side is the right way. Like,
right. If I could, right, like you in the school, like you a priest, whatever rank. You are like, your life is not yours. Like, that's something you have to carry with you. You do not belong to you. You belong to God, Christ, and the man above you. So like if you told to do something, that's like Slagia. Like, that's like Cap asked me to do something, and I'd be like, no. with the I was talking to Cruz about it the other day. I was like, like niggas do not have a choice.
No, real talk.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have a choice when you become a priest. You don't have a choice.
And then look, check the chain reaction, right? You said no. Now you know how you thought that in your mind, right? Now imagine you gave an order to another young man underneath you. Like, no, this nigga just tell me no.
Yeah,
because you're like,
I don't know what I'm saying is making sense.
No,
like,
it makes absolute sense.
Not that.
I never even thought about saying no.
That's what I'm saying. Not that. Yeah.
Like no one ever gave me an order over me now, and I ever thought like no. Like, I never even thought of it.
Right.
I say kind of one comment before you finish.
Yeah. Like, well, no.
Real shit.
Because
what was the order? I don't know, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, whatever he said, I gotta get it done. But that's the spirit of this place, like, and that's the determining factor of why a man in a household and building a proper foundation will help you combat peer pressure too.
If I could, what Kev just said, that's peer pressure, because like, he expects you to say kind with kind. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna do it,
and I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, it's second nature. Then,
but that's peer pressure. Listen, the peer pressure is what I'm making you do this.
No, real
you
talk.
don't got a choice.
No choice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that is the pressure. I'm making you do this. I don't care how you feel about anything. You're going to do what I'm telling you to do.
So now, sir, that's so heavy. Now look at how weak their peer pressure is.
Come on.
Now your peer pressure is so weak, and now you just are so soft and not in control and need to come in here, because in here, like you said, when that order is given, I'm being told that I have to do this. There's no, you're not going to do this. This is what you're going to do. But in yours, brothers and sisters in the world suffering through peer pressure, you actually have a choice to go left or right. You actually have a choice to say no or yes.
All right.
You know what I mean? And the fact that you still choose that comfortable situation, it shows that you don't understand why it's important to escape from the world, man.
E40 said it best, man.
Please,
Everybody got choices.
Listen,
every choice, every decision you make can alter your life,
man.
Like, imagine
everybody.
Right. Imagine if the brothers, you came out that smoke shop you was at, Karazan, and the brothers didn't see you, they seen you. You was like,
right, you could have made that choice.
You feel what I'm saying? Imagine that one, you didn't call me.
Right.
I remember that one. I'm in the DMV. He called me. He talking to me. I'm like, hey, Connor, don't forget all that. Just come to class. You know what I mean? Imagine Kwame didn't come to the library that day and walking behind me like that. Kwame, I look behind me. I'm like, someone's staring at me. I look behind me. Kwam's in the aisle of the library, like, that must be him right there.
Man, listen.
I'm checking in the library, trying to get a room. I'm like, who is looking at me? I turn around. Kwam like, all right, he caught me. I gotta go to this room now.
No, real talk. Look, that shit was funny. Look, fresh cut, Air Max's on, Levi's, 501s, all that.
But this is the cold part, though. The pressure that y'all felt before y'all made that decision was pure pressure, because you seen someone like you, and you said, "Damn, I want to do that."
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
No, real talk.
Like everybody felt pressure. Like Lahab felt pressure. Like Lahab, we used to talk to Lahab all the time. He felt pressure to get on that bus and come to class. Like, that was pressure.
Yeah.
Like, and he did it. He was like, that was the pressure he needed to come and serve the Lord. Malakma, same way. He needed that pressure to come to serve the Most High. He got that pressure, and you felt it. It's a spiritual pressure. No,
Right.
You could have been like, nah, but you didn't. Lie.
I'll just add to that bus part real quick. Mm-hmm. I remember my first day, right? First day you told me to go to class.
Mm-hmm.
I rode my bike from my house to the bus stop.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for the bus. I didn't find the bus right away. So I went around asking people, like, hey, where's the 187 at?
He young as hell. He rode his bike to the bus.
And then so they're telling me, the 187 is a couple blocks up. So I go a couple blocks up. And then finally I find the bus. The bus comes.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell her, hey, does this bus take me to San Bernardino? He's like, it doesn't take you all the way.
Yeah. Oh, that's heavy.
And then he told me, you sure you want to? I remember these exact words. He told me, are you sure you want to get on this bus?
Ooh.
And then I thought about it.
Well, was he black?
I think it was double.
Oh, okay. That was an angel.
It was a pause. It was a pause for a minute.
Uh-huh.
Get on it.
Yeah, that devil was Satan.
I got on the bus, and I remember, if I could, I remember talking to Kwame. I told him if he could meet me
halfway, and that's how we got to Laverne.
Mhm.
Originally, I was supposed to go further out,
Yeah.
and then I told him he could speak to Laverne.
Yeah.
That's where he met me.
Yeah.
And that was the pressure. That like you don't ever get in the truth just easily. It doesn't happen like that.
Nah.
Things
Hell
happen.
no.
They come in front of your face. Things try to stop you like that devil. He said, "Are you sure you want to get on? And this ain't gonna take you all the way." And you like, yeah. You like, all right. You feel what I'm saying? Because you could have easily been like, nah, just go next week.
Right.
Next week would have never came for you.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
If I could say, it's kind of like how you were saying just right now, because I remember it was time I ride my bike to the classes. Then it was time brothers to take me to classes. Then it was a time like it was just like I didn't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? As far as like getting to class, it was up to me to find a way there. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I found that way there. You know what I'm saying? But then I got to ride back. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that pressure is like it's crazy.
Like that pressure that y'all felt though, that's the Holy Spirit.
Right.
Man, real
Like that
talk.
was the Holy Spirit. Like the feeling of what is making you go? Nothing. But the Holy Spirit.
Facts, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So you know you can't turn it down. It's like something that's pushing you to go, and you like, I have to go. I have to do what's right.
No, real talk. And
You know what I
and something overcomes you. Like you just like, I just gotta like at some point you have to man. I'm telling you, because I remember it like it was yesterday. And I get down here and I hit you. We had that conversation, like, and it was like, well, like, listen, hey, this was a good conversation. I remember it was yesterday. It was a good conversation on the phone. But class is on Tuesday. So I'll see you in class on Tuesday, right? Yeah, I'll be in class.
Yeah.
And now the whole time, everything around you is going wrong, everything. And then it was just like, I just gotta go see what this is about. And then you get there, and it's like, and then like, especially for brothers that leave the truth, I don't understand it because like I think about like when I was in the world and then you come in to hear truth. And now like, if not for the truth, I wouldn't have these babies coming. If not for the truth, I wouldn't have done right by my children. You know what I mean? Like all of these great, wonderful things that have actually allowed me in the Lord's protection. Like he put hedges over us. You know what I mean? Like that didn't happen because I made the decision. You know what I mean? It was because the Lord put me in a position to make a choice, and I was pressured in the right direction. And that's really what it boils down to. Like you're saying, like, you know what I mean? You got all these different obstacles and things come in front of you. And in here, you don't have a choice. Well, you don't have a choice to come serve the Lord. Like either come serve him now or come serve him in the kingdom.
And it's like,
No, go ahead, sir.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say either come serve him now, serve him in the kingdom, because the long story of this is, you know what I mean? The Bible tells you you're gonna have one or two deaths. Either die now and by changing this person, or die in the kingdom and have to just be a servant of, whatever. Like you gotta know, what do you really want for your life? But Slaki, that was it.
Or going to the lake of fire. That's the second death.
Yeah.
Of fire.
Oof.
So it just, you gotta be careful with the peers you hang around. Right? You know what I'm saying? Those peers ain't for you. Anyone that's making you commit a sin ain't for you.
So the pressure is based on the peers.
Yes.
Facts. So
Peer
peer pressure, which means who you allow in your circumference matters.
Do I want to pressure you to be a priest of God, or do I want to pressure you to be a crackhead
Or a gang member.
You know what I mean?
Or a pimp.
Yeah. Is that what is the pressure that is happening to you? Am I pressuring you to get to class, or am I pressuring you to
Kill
get
a
high?
nigga.
Yeah. What is the pressure you're getting? Is the pressure to stop sinning or to continue in sin?
Come on, sir. Like that's so heavy.
And if, like Paul said, you gotta, examine yourselves. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith or not. So it's like you gotta examine. Heavy. You gotta examine what peers you're around, and the pressure that you're succumbing to. Because either way, you're a victim to peer pressure, whether good or bad.
Right.
What I'm getting from what you're saying, sir.
Yeah, and that's why you need strong individuals around you.
Man.
Like mine.
I was just going to say, like, the heavy part, that you bring that out about pressure, because, of course, in this society, pressure is made to seem as something negative. Like, you're taught to not be able to handle pressure. You got to fold when you're put under pressure.
Yeah. We're about to have major council next week. How much pressure you going to be under?
Good night.
I know I'll be under pressure. Southern California? All right. Get
Con,
my report
con.
together. Get my report together. And then let me sit here and get chastised. And let me get checked for everybody. You know what I mean? In front of my peers.
No, real talk.
And Kanado and Khan and sit my ass down and think about 3 months from now. Go ahead.
Everybody like, hey, what have you done?
Yeah. Didn't y'all go to an event?
Yeah. What am I really doing?
Real shit. Like, golly. But this, I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. Like, we won't have a major council next week, right? Let me tell you something. The key to those, just going off topic. The key to major councils is so we have major council next week. After that, you have to have a mission. Like a mission from here to the next major council is what that's about. Like, so you have to, so maybe you have 3 missions of things you have to get done, take care of, and that's gonna be our goals right here. I'm gonna tell you out of minor council, Salakia. But anyway, you want to say something?
That's depression.
Yeah, that's depression.
Yeah.
That's depression. Yeah, I mean, we got downtown LA. That's amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's good.
That's a report.
It's not enough, but it's good.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know what
start.
I mean? It's a start. But let's move on to the next topic. You know what I mean? We was talking about having class and what does it mean to have class? Can you look up the word class for me, please? So we can tell our viewers what class is and having class. People think drinking red wine is having class. I don't know why. Sophisticated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Winos drink anything they can have. So that doesn't mean you have class. Class is a character, a high character trait of how you treat people and what you do. So I see a lot of people like, hey, you tip? Yes, I tip. I have class. You don't tip, you don't have any class. That's your problem. You're a cheapskate.
So you want the word class or classism?
Classism.
All right, kind of kind.
I think both words would be good.
Yeah, it's within. Oh,
Yeah.
well, you want me to check class
It
first?
might be the
I thought classism was the actual word of it. But Slack it.
look it up.
Slack it. Yeah, I think it's classism. Slack it. 1 second.
How do you know if you have class or not? You know what I mean? Class.
All
Go
right.
ahead, Malakma. You got it?
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah, do your thing. I hear. Slack
I
it.
got it right here. Sir.
Go ahead.
It goes on class, a social rank, a high quality.
A social rank. That's a social rank. A high quality. Go ahead. That's it.
That's it for that. Like
Any more?
after that, it's a group, set, or kind sharing common attributes such as a major category in biological taxonomy.
That's
ranking of-
too wild. UPK has class because of Commander Johanna. Give him a hand.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? If you went to the children's party, you know what I mean? Some people said they didn't pay for anything at the children's party because it was taken care of because Commander Johanna has class. You understand? I don't know if y'all paid for a meal at the Passover or whatever, or a piece of unleavened bread. Yeah, because we have class. You know what I'm saying? When you go out with Commander Johanna, he pays for everything because he just has class. He doesn't let you pay for anything. You know what I mean? Having class is a social state. You know what I mean? In your mind, you're saying, I'm gonna take care of these people.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah, go.
Classism.
Mm-hmm.
A belief that a person's social or economic station in a society determines the value in that society.
One more time.
A belief that a person's social or economic station in society determines their value in the society.
That's good. Give me another one.
Furthermore, a behavior that reflects this belief. Oh, Slack.
There you go. I would love that one. A behavior what?
That reflects this belief.
You understand that? It's a behavior that reflects our belief. And how are we? We are brotherly, loving, kind, compassionate, and that's class. If you could take that in and have a reflect, we all are like that in here. And we all take care of each other. You get what I'm saying? It's not a brother in here who ain't paid for another brother many a times. You get what I'm saying? This is what we do because we love each other. We don't think about it. I don't count score. You know, you don't keep score. I never had karate. I say, hey, Cap, you owe me that 30. Remember that 30?
It's like it's the opposite. Brother hits you, be like, "Slack, sir, you know, I owe you this." Like, you owe me what? I owe you something. You owe me something?
Yeah.
Like, I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, you bought that. Like, I'm how to get you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we take care of each other in here, man. We got a lot of class because we love each other. You get what I'm saying? It's a social state. Like it's a place where, and I want to take care of them. It's good. You got it. I got it. Good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like saying the right thing.
Facts.
You know what I mean? It's being punctual. It's being, give me some more. Sophisticated.
Sophisticated. No,
Yeah.
it's being sophisticated.
Taking a high road when it doesn't mean demeaning your character.
It means being better.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm better than you. Straight up. I'm better than you. I was in an Uber today, right? I got an Uber from my slave back home, right? And I noticed it was like an Elamite. And she looking at me like, oh, this is not good. I had a Scully on my head and shit, right? I'm looking like me, basically.
In your spirit.
Yeah. I got some Nikes on, but it wasn't Cortez. I do have some. But I know she was nervous. Like, oh my God. So I get in the car, I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's like, I'm fine. So she asking me questions, I'm answering the questions and stuff. And I see she's getting more comfortable. But I'm being me. I'm being kind. I'm being polite. Oh no, thank you. You gotta offer me the music. No, that's fine. You got it. You know what I mean? And she started feeling comfortable. Now she won't stop talking. She won't stop talking. I'm not saying I'm not being rude. I'm talking and all that, right? And then I get out the car. When I get to the crib, I tip her, give her a cash. I tell her thank you. And now her whole perspective on black men is different. You get what I'm saying?
No.
And I know how she was looking at me. I know she was stereotyping me because I could just tell when someone is doing that.
No, real talk.
You get what I mean? But now she can be like, that was actually pleasant.
Like that was the best
right.
ride I had.
Exactly. Like that made my day. I'm gonna pick up more niggas.
Yo, real talk. That's the facts.
But it's because I don't only represent myself, I represent us. You know what I'm saying? I represent the shield. I represent, you feel me? UPK. So you have to be like this wherever you go and fuck up everybody else's mind that has a stereotype about you.
And you know what's so heavy about you, sis, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know why you think like that? Because the one time in your life, and I think every brother can relate to this, you were given value.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like you were given like when you think about how it's pride for certain nations to not do certain things because it disrespects their culture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you have now found your culture.
Yeah.
You have found the thing that embodies you, the thing that is you and is a representation of you. And you hold it at a high, at a high standard.
If I could take it a little
Please,
further,
sir, go ahead.
Just real quick, because you brought something to my mind. Look at the scriptures on brotherhood in the Bible, right? If an apple drops from a basket, you cannot sell it to your brother.
Come on.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't sew two linens together because that's cheap and it's unbrotherly towards my brother. Like, we have class in our brotherhood and in selling items to each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, we are different. I'm not about to be scandalous. Like, being scandalous is a learned behavior in here in America. Mm-hmm. That ain't our true behavior. It's a survival tactic when you're poor.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? It's to get over on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But when you can relearn and not be like that, you won't have to play someone like that. You'll take it. You say, man, it's like here. I got 2 apples for you. Here you go, brother. My bad. I'm sorry about that. If someone imagine if someone buys something from you and you spill it on accident, and someone goes, oh, you gotta pay for that again. We would be like, come on, I got you. Don't worry about it. Here you go. You get what I'm saying? I seen it was an accident. It's a compassion factor that other cultures don't really have, but we have it in ours.
And a consideration.
No, I was gonna say, like, even like brothers and sisters not in the truth, like they be having that in them.
Yeah,
they let you slide a couple pennies.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Moab though, you go get some food.
Oh, hurry up and buy.
Look, hurry up and buy. No, it say $11.99, not $11.89.
You know what I was saying? Now, you know what I be saying though is when I see a heathen trying to talk or be hip real quick with me. Oh my God.
Yo,
you know what I'm talking about? They walk in there like, hey, what's up? And I be like, whoa, why are you doing that, man? That's racist.
Do I look like that?
Yeah, like they open up this character of, so it's damn near like some coon shit, right?
Yeah.
And they do that. They're trying to do that with you to make you feel comfortable, not knowing that you made me very uncomfortable.
Hey, no, they think that shit is hip hop.
So, brother, yeah, they do.
That's the thing.
Because they're classics.
Yeah, everything is hip hop.
I don't see an Asian and say, like, meow.
Yeah.
Let me guess what that roo.
Yeah. That shit funny as shit.
Hilarious.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't go to Panda Express like, let me get some of that. I seen that on TikTok. I was dying. I'm not rude like that. I know some of my people are rude like that. I know that.
No, real talk.
But I am not. I'm not rude like that.
But this is the cold part. They would think you're supposed to accept that too.
I know.
You gonna say something now?
I was gonna say I got white people coming to talk Spanish.
See what I'm talking about?
You ain't gotta do all that.
Like I speak perfect English.
Hold on,
Hey.
Are you here to cut the grass?
Como se llama?
Listen,
You talking loud and shit?
Yeah, como se llama?
I'm like, chill.
Yeah.
Chill out, man.
Like, nah, you see what I'm talking about though? They think they're being respectful, but they're really being intrusive.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And they're being like, white people are very intrusive. Like they'll get up in your space. They're Karens. They're ask for the manager.
Karen's, Kyle's, they ask for your manager, they're asked for, do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah.
There's entitlement.
I don't even like complaining about my food to people because once I complain, I know he spit in my burger.
Bruh,
I
I
be
just
like,
know.
I just be like, can you please, if you don't mind,
Yeah, no.
if you don't mind, brother or sister.
And if I'm with somebody and they tripping, I don't even want to
I drive off.
But
I had to teach let me tell a personal story. I had to teach Kwame. Kwame, when he was younger, we go to a food spot. He talking crazy. I'm like, why you? I drive off. Like, why are you talking to them like that, Kwame? He's like, what? He's like, what am I? I'm like,
listen,
you gotta learn how to talk to these people. I drive off to the next food spot because I know they are spitting in our taco.
I mean, they're like, hello? No, did you hear what I said? Listen, I said I want my food fresh.
I can't be
about to give you that.
Yeah. He's like, fresh? Oh, for sure. I'm like, drive off, drive off, brother.
When they repeat it back to you, fresh.
Oh, fresh. Okay,
I got you.
Yeah.
That's a fact. I worked in food, like, man, in my early days, I worked in fast
Stop
food.
1 minute some shit real quick.
Man, I had coworkers, man, that was slimy.
You drop the chicken on the floor, pick it back up, throw it in the oil.
That shit crazy. I have some hey, listen.
I know. I'm the most polite nigga ever when it comes to food.
Hey, no, it's okay. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'll be talking to my little brother work at Little Caesars. He'd be like, don't eat that shit, bro. He'd be like, damn, for real? Everybody I talk to be like, don't eat that.
I know. I be tripping when I'm like after the night and we go to Jack in the Box and get all them tacos and burgers. And I'm like, damn, I can't believe I really ate that. You know, it's 1 a.m. Them tacos been sitting there since 7 p.m., bro. It just warmed them up real quick.
Man.
But anyway.
Just smashed them.
Anyways, before I throw up. Let's get that last topic, man.
Definitely not going there tonight.
What's our last topic, Malakman? Malakman on the ones and twos, man.
Ones and twos.
Eliminating distractions.
Oh, this is my favorite one, man. Y'all wanna start it off or?
There you go. You already get to
Go
it.
ahead.
Eliminating. Well, if I could get the definition of distraction.
Look up distraction for the brother real quick. Look up distractions for the brother, man.
Listen, there's an importance in your life of eliminating distractions.
We talked about it in class today.
Distractions.
In class today, man.
You got it?
You got it? Excuse me. Go ahead,
Distractions.
Mm-hmm.
Something that distracts an object that directs one's attention away from something else.
If I could.
Read again.
Something that distracts an object that directs one's attention away from something else.
Go ahead with that
I
one.
want to get distracted.
If I could, right?
You want to get distracted.
All I can really allude it to is, you know what I mean, the life we live, and that's being for brothers. You can allude it to brothers and sisters, but brothers.
Hold on, that one. Let this brother read the full one.
Oh,
for you.
kind. You got Merriam-Webster? Okay.
Let me hear it,
This
Malakman.
distract. To draw or direct something such as someone's attention to a different object or in a different directions at the same time. To turn aside, divert. To stir up or confuse with conflicting emotions or motives.
I like this one the best. Read this one.
All right. So distractions. A distraction, a thing that prevents someone from giving full attention to something else.
There you go. Go ahead, that one. I'll break it down for you.
The kind. The Bible says, in Romans 15:4, the things written aforetime are written for our learning, that we through comfort of the scriptures might have hope. And I look at in times past, in Ecclesiastes chapter 2, it says, look at the generations of old. And we look at the generations of old and we read those records and we see where brothers and sisters had the opportunity to choose and make a decision, like Kat brought up earlier, of choosing right from wrong. And like if you're a brother in the school, either your sister in the school, this is what you got to be focused on. You cannot sway from left to right. The distractions can come in many forms. Distractions can come in the form of women. If you're a brother and you just think about women, you got a demon on you. Yep. You're thinking about partying all the damn time. You got a demon on you. You got a demon on you that, you hanging out with the world more than you around your brothers. That's a problem. That's a distraction. You understand what I'm saying? And you look at when Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, Lot's wife was told, all of them, the whole family was told, do not turn around. Lot's wife got distracted. That's why Christ said, even as in the days of Noah, as they were partying and drinking, etc. And then Christ at the end said, remembers Lot's wife. Why? Because he knew that brothers and sisters would get distracted in these times. Yep. They're going to get distracted, and they're getting distracted. So and Satan is a perfectionist at making sure you get distracted. He puts the distractions there. You understand what I'm saying? Another example, right? When Christ was walking on water, Peter was walking on water too, but then he got distracted by the tumultuous winds and the waves. And he took his eyes off Christ and for a moment began to drown. You know what I'm saying? And Christ caught him.
So heavy.
You see what I'm saying? But the distraction is when he wasn't walking on water. My advice to you is let's walk on water. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep our eyes on let's be focused on Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Tunnel vision.
Damn right.
That's exactly what you said. Go ahead,
Damn right.
Also, like I said, I was gonna say it also boils down to what you focusing on, like you're saying, what you focusing on, like because you could be focused on the wrong thing and then the right thing is a distraction to you. You see what I'm saying? You could be focused on the right thing and now the everything else, like you were saying, women, money, cars, clothes, whatever else is a distraction to you. It depends on what you choose to focus on. So you gotta boil down and reevaluate yourself and focus on the right things. You see what I'm saying? Hunker down and focus on the right things. Focus on the brotherhood. Focus on serving the Lord. Focus on being a good priest, being a good father, being a good mother, sister, brother, those type of things. And let nothing else distract you or turn you off that course or stir you off that course, you know what I'm saying, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Now that's so heavy, and if I could add to that, what the brother was saying in essence was learn to prioritize the things that are important to you. What are your real priorities? What are the things that make you the person that you want to be? What are the things that make you stand on who you exemplify? Like Kat was bringing out earlier, you don't represent yourself. So everything that you do represents us. So therefore, it's a priority that you move a certain way, that you talk a certain way, that you exhibit a discipline that is us. You know what I mean? And if you can learn to do that and not be ashamed or peer pressured into doing something different, you will find yourself never forgetting the mission. Never not, like you said with the parable when you're talking about with Paul. Was Paul or Peter? Peter, yes, he's right. And, you know what I'm saying? Where you don't get swayed off looking at what's going on to the left because they get money over there or it's females over there. You're not worried about those things. Those things become irrelevant because the mission at hand is to get to the kingdom. Right. The mission at hand is to raise successful families. The mission at hand is to raise the next generation up to be just as strong or even stronger than you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not abused like that sister that was abusing her baby. You know what I mean? But now we actually are creating what they call a snowball or domino effect of perfection. That's the whole thing. Like it's a reason why the Lord put his name on us. because he knew he could do it. The problem is you didn't believe you can do it. And we trying to show you can do it so you can walk that straight path. And when you walk that straight path and be in your glory, you will see why we were so hard on you and why we're telling you to not stray away from anything other than keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments and being a brother, being a sister, and being in your spirit. You know what I'm talking about? It's lucky.
No, that was excellent. What Thabo said about the Peter on that water, that's one of my favorite ones, because not only was Peter distracted, he doubted. You know what I'm saying? And distraction is a demon, but doubting that the Lord would be there for you is a demon as well. You know what I mean? That's why he failed to walk on water that day. I want to pull two preachers real quick.
Sir, what you need?
Brother got it right here.
Concert.
We get 2 Corinthians 4:18.
The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen.
Right. While we look at the things that are, we look not at the things that are seen. Go ahead.
But at the things which are not seen.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. For the things which are temporal.
Mm-hmm.
But the things which are not seen are eternal.
You understand that? We're looking at things right now in front of us, and we think that's the thing that's going to satisfy us. But the thing that's going to satisfy us is the things we can't see. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that's going to live forever. And distraction can take you away from that eternal thing that you want. You understand? When we look at a place, that's why in here you got to be laser focused. You got to be continuing and staying in the work. You can't be idle. Once you give yourself idle time is when you allow Satan to attack you.
Right.
You understand? And that's when you get distracted. Distraction is something that's going to take you away from the Most High. Distraction is the thing that's going to destroy your family, your home, and everything that you think you love. That's distraction. You understand that, right? So the moment that you doubt that the Lord can do it is the why you're being distracted, because you don't believe. You don't have faith. You don't believe that the Lord is the most high power and can do it any and all things. You don't believe. That's why you doubt, and that's why you're distracted. And then you think one distraction is not going to lead you away. But that one distraction multiplied 20 times, and now you're gone from us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get that other piece of our cross.
Philippians chapter 3, verse 14.
Right. Also, the scripture say this: seek ye first the kingdom of God
And everything.
So once you do that, you don't have to worry about being distracted. Gary, this is your problem, right? Your problem is this: you worry too much about things that the Lord don't give a damn about.
Facts.
You get what I mean?
Kind of what kind.
We worrying about things that the Most High don't give a damn about. If you can just worry about the things that the Lord cares about, your life will be fine. You'll be perfectly fine. You'll be perfectly good. But you can't doubt. You can't doubt, because then you'll be distracted.
And if I may, sir, the rest of that precept was you was talking about, the point too, and all those things will be added unto you.
Absolutely.
So all those things you thought that mattered, that were of importance, you're gonna get them anyway. Come on, man.
Go ahead, read it for me.
The book of Philippians chapter 3, verse 14.
This is such a heavy preach. We put this in class today, right? When you get a chance, go read this for yourself. You know what I'm saying? From 11 to what, 17 or something like that?
I'm at 14. So
I think to 18. You should read this on your own. Go ahead, though. No, read 14. Go ahead.
Okay. I press toward the mark of the prize.
I press toward the mark of the prize. If I'm pressing toward something, I'm not worried about what's behind me or on the side of me. You feel what I'm saying? You remember that movie Biker Boys?
Yeah, I do.
Remember Biker Boys when he got on that thing and at the end, he don't care about nothing else but the finish line?
Oh, yeah.
And everything is blurred out. It's blurred out, right?
Yeah.
Because all he cares about what's in front of him.
Yeah.
The scriptures say, walk ye the straight path. You know what I mean? Walk ye in the straight path. And on the right side might be as broad as destruction, right? I'm paraphrasing.
Broad is the way.
Broad is the way. And you know what I'm talking about.
It leads to the path of
right
destruction.
side is hell, left side is hell. But if you look straight and go forward, you be good.
Have a little tunnel vision.
There you go. Keep going.
Philippians.
If you didn't notice, the whole time I've been staring just right here, just so I can show an example of what we're talking about. Go ahead, though. That's too much for y'all, though. But go ahead. Go ahead.
Philippians 3 and 14. I press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
Go ahead.
Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded.
Be what?
Thus minded.
Be minded. Be mindful. Be mindful. In other words, let's focus, right? Let's focus on something. Go ahead.
And if anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall reveal even this unto you.
And if you think about something else, the Lord's going to reveal it to you. He's going to reveal that you bullshit. He's going to reveal that you not focused on the prize in front of someone that you you don't want it to be revealed in front of. Keep going.
Exposed.
Verse 16. Nevertheless, whereunto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule.
Let us walk by the same rule. Go ahead.
Let us mind the same thing.
Let us mind the same thing. Go ahead.
Brethren, be followers together of me,
Mm-hmm.
and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an example.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. For many walk, of whom I've told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ.
Many have walked this walk one day, right? They walked the same walk we walk in, but now they can't walk it. And when they're not walking it, they're crying now. They're gone. They're dead. They're in the wind. You get what I mean? But we got an opportunity to walk this walk faithfully for the Most High because He chose you.
Damn right.
Remember, this same chapter, He said, I don't look behind no more. I only look forward.
Facts.
You get what I mean? I'm only looking forward. So your job is to what? Not only be focused, be perfect in your focusedness stuff. You know what I mean? Once you allow a distraction to take over, then you are no longer on the right path. And now you're leading towards destruction. Always stay on the right path. Shout out Hebrew Academy, right?
Yo, that's facts.
Hebrew Academy.
That's super facts.
What does Hebrew Academy tell you? Follow the right path. I don't know what we can say.
Yeah,
I think you follow the right path.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
do what's right.
You understand that? So, with that, man, we'll see you next Thursday, man. It's One West Radio, Captain Kadar, Captain Kwon, Officer Thapa One, Officer Karaza, Officer Lahab, Officer Malakman. We see you next Thursday. Shalom.
Like, share. You know what it is.